very good morning, all of you, in the faculty development program organized by Amrita Institute of Management, Arts and Science on the topic. This topic delivered to me is based on the structuring curriculum and design commerce with reference to NEP. So, as we know that the National Education Policy 2019 has been drawn in order to promote the entire education system in India. The draft of NEP 2019 was constituted under the chairmanship of former ISRO chairman K. Kasturi Rangan in the year 2018. The main pillars of this policy are equity, access, quality, affordability, and accountability. The vision of NEP envisages India-centered education system that contributes directly to transmitting our nation into sustainability into an equitable and vibrant knowledge society by providing high-quality education to all. That is a major purpose of the particular new education policy drafted by the government of India. So in Banaras Hindu University, I am also one of the member on that area, how to implement this new education policy in the university level. So that work is already started by my university, and that is program is going on. So this policy will replace the NEP 1986 formulated during the Rajiv Gandhi Prime Minister or former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi regime. These policies affect the substantial comprehensive meetings and highly efficient plans. So one of the I can say that efficient modernization of the education system in India. So this present government is trying its level best to uplift this kind of education system at equal to a world level. So therefore, this kind of initiatives by the government, and we are in the trial, and we are going to implement now. The UGC and other higher education ministry asked all universities and colleges to find out the formalities, and maximum they are trying to implement this new education policy from the coming academic session onwards. So significance of the NEP. So NEP will result in a holistic development of the society, economy, industry, students, etc. So NEP brought major changes in school education, higher education, and in other key areas which will lead to transformation in the education. At the school level, the current 10th plus 2 system to be replaced by the new system 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 curricular structure corresponding to the ages 3 to 8, 8 to 11, 11 to 14, and 14 to 18 years respectively. The major changes proposed under higher education are integration of vocational education, flexible curriculum, new institutional architecture. They are majorly focusing on these are the area, vocational education, and the curriculum must be very flexible. And at the same time, you can say that you may modify the existing curriculum with your own architecture. That is a major important things developed by this education policy. Then now we are coming to that. That is a brief introduction about the education policy, what the government is going to do. Everything is already published. Now the discussion is going on each and every university. But now I come to the commerce curriculum area. So how can we, what are the things we have to modify? What are the area in which we are lacking? That's the thing we are going to discuss now. So before introduction of that once I just talk about the history of the commerce education. Initiated in 19th century, typing and bookkeeping, we can say that a liberal business education and commercial education that will be converted, then specific skill programs, professional business education. So these are the area in which how the commerce education has been modified. So instead of calling commerce education maximum university in private in foreign university, they have changed their name into business studies. But in India, maximum universities and colleges, we are still using the word commerce. Okay, but it must be business studies that we have to first modify at par or at equal to at the international level. That is very essential to modify the name and culture, very important. Next, so the major changes in the higher education. Okay, following are the major changes for the higher education. You can say that the new institutional architecture, that is we have already discussed, focus on high quality liberal education. It is a duty of the each and every institution, whether it is a government institution or a private institution, the quality must, there is no compromise on the quality. At the same time, the education policy, education system must be so liberal to implement anything, or you can say that that extent is flexible to include anything according to the need and the present as a requirement of the economy of the country and the system. What is the level in which the current trend is going on? So that extent, that is very essential. Creating conducive learning environment. Okay, the working environment must be conducive the same way the learning environment also be a conducive one. That means that kind of environment each and every institution must be create. The student, you can say the teachers relationship and the applicability, or you can say that the ratio student to teacher ratio also be an ideal one in each and every institution, whether it is a private side or a government side. Then only you can say that this kind of challenges can be very easily modified. Next one, you can say that internalization of higher education. Okay, so we are only talking about the Indian context. We don't know what is going on at the international level. Therefore, this present government is now allowing the international or global university to enter into India. They will compete with the existing university, state, whether it is a government university or a private university. Then only we can get the quality outcome is possible. One, when you are allowing the international university to enter in India to learn something. The next one is you can say that energized, engaged, capable faculty. That is also very important. You can say that capable faculty is shortage because so nowadays all maximum universities or even IIM, IIT, they are having good faculty members, but they at the university level still we are lacking, because if there is no option, then we are coming for teaching. That kind of situation should not be there. Teaching must be a passion. Each and everyone must, I can say that directly, fully focused on the education system, devote that one, then only it is possible. Otherwise, it is not at all possible. Next major
Sir,
challenges you can say. Yes, yes, sir.
sir,
Yes, yes. Tell me.
slides are not moving, sir. Slides are not moving.
Slide is not moving now. Now it's okay.
Yes, sir.
Now it is there. Major changes. Higher education.
No, sir, no.
Oh, there is some technical problem. I hope that there is internet problem or technical problem. So now it's okay. New institutional architecture. You see,
No,
is
sir, no,
there?
sir.
So
No,
first
sir.
one it is there.
Only we are seeing
What?
in the first slide, structuring and
Oh,
curriculum and design.
Now,
No, sir.
then what is the problem? It's not sharing. 1 minute. 1 minute. Now you see.
Oh, wait, sir.
Now you see, sir.
No, sir, no, sir.
Now,
No, sir. I hope it may be hanged also, sir.
hang. It's no possibility of hanging. I hope that it's not possibility of hanging. I think so. We have already tested. It's hanging. How it is hanging?
Yes, sir. Now it's moving, sir. Now it's moving.
Now it's moving.
Yes, sir. NEP 2019.
So now what is history of commerce?
Yes, sir. History of Commerce Education.
Okay. Now major challenges you see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now we got major challenge, changes in higher education.
Okay. If there is any kind of such kind of things, you tell me, sir. You can stop. I can
Yes, sir.
say
Yes,
that.
sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. So now we are moving to the new institutional architecture. consolidating the 800 universities and 40,000 colleges and 50,000 excellent institutions. There are three types of institutions we developed. Type 1, which focus on the world-class research and high-quality teaching across all disciplines. Type 2, which focus on high-quality teaching across the discipline with significant contribution to and type 3, which focus on high quality teaching across the discipline, focus on undergraduate education. So restructuring the institution will be done under the mission Nalanda, mission Taxila. Main priority will be to set up high quality institution in disadvantaged geographical areas. Therefore, nowadays, I think the central government, previous government also, they have opened all the central universities in the rural area in order to develop the education and other kind of facilities in the rural areas. They have started this kind of institution at the rural level. That is also one of the initiative taken by the government. That is, you can say that very in need of the hour also. Wait. The net is very slow. That is, in the slide is not moving.
You could able to see, sir.
Okay. Okay. I think some okay. Network problem. I hope that. Oh my God. One minute. It's totally hanging. The system is hanging. So always in India we have the network issue. We unable to solve this kind of problem.
We lost the PPT, sir. We could not able to see.
Okay.
Again, you want to go for share content, sir.
So now it is okay. You see.
Wait, sir. Yes, sir. We could able to see.
Okay. So next we have to focus what are the area in which it will be preferential period. What are the area? My suggestion is single disciplinary and single skill docs the future work roles for the student. Need of studying multidisciplinary is the need of the hour in all field, including commerce management, to develop skill such as problem solving, creativity, and critical thinking. So these are the area in which the current education system is lacking. Problem solving, you can say that you have to give some case studies to the student, and creativity, they have to think in a critical manner, and then only we can solve all kind of business problem. Along with the theoretical study, there is a need of practical study to be successful innovators. You can say that. So, innovation is possible only when if you are providing practical training to the students and the scholars. The present curriculum in commerce and management focuses to choose one discipline, either HRM, IB, finance, marketing, or accounting. If more than one discipline would be allowed, along with a practical knowledge, then there will be a cluster of career option for the student. So nowadays we are allowing only one specialization to the student. So if you are allowing, you can say that more than one, there is a more chances are there in front of the students. I think. Again hanging, sir. That is a thing.
So for us, we could able to see, sir. Focus on high quality liberal education.
But it is not showing in my area. That is a problem again. 1 minute. Okay. So the present liberal education would be seen flag in Nalanda and Takshila University, but the modern world, the concept of liberal education is no longer visible. Even in the US, Ivy League school, a liberal arts education is implemented. Students of certain discipline like commerce and management should explore liberal arts education because it will enrich their life and open up the scope for the career. So in the international level, even commerce and management student can opt for arts and other area. Through that, they are getting more focus. That should be needed in India also. So it will activate both the side of the brains of the student, creative, artistic side as well as analytical side. So that is very, very important. Okay, so creative side also it will be activated, and the analytical thinking side also it will be activated. So all the universities, including IITs and IIMs, should focus on guiding the student of arts and humanities to learn science, and science student to learn arts and humanities. So in this way, you can say that interdisciplinary study should be focused. Through that, you can say that, and you can say that an all-rounder student can be developed, or you can say that a student may have several talented. That is the need of the hour in India. Okay, so next, the combination of practical knowledge with the conceptual knowledge. If the common student opt for finance or accounting, then the final year they should get internship with auditor or accountant to get practical knowledge. Okay, suppose a student got an opportunity to study accounting, means this kind of internship must be provided with the auditor or an accountant in order to get a practical knowledge. In Delhi University, students of BCom are required to study Hindi, English, and you can say that constitutional values which should be adopted by all institutions and universities. Students should be aware about Indian language and the constitution of the country to understand the rights and the duties of citizens and their responsibility towards the country. So it is a duty of the particular education system. Our education system must provide this kind of value added education system to the student. Then only they can very easily focus not only the studies, and he will become a good citizen. Okay, why we are studying? To become a good citizen. Without humanity, if you have the degree, there is no value at all. The value of the degree is only good when you have humane in nature, otherwise it is not at all required. The high quality of Bachelor of Liberal Arts in each district. If a commerce or a management student or a student of any undergraduate program opt for BLA, Bachelor of Liberal Arts, if they exit after 3 years, they will get BCom, BBA degree, or after 4 years, they will get degree of BLA. Each option is also available for students, which ensure flexibility for them to choose career option. So whenever you are designing any kind of curriculum, the option must be given in front of the student. They can opt this kind of combination very easily. Through that, they may get a multiple degree. Okay. Yes. Next, we can say that opportunity should be provided to student by higher educational institutes to understand the local challenges through opportunities. So if you are studying in a particular locality, that means you must understand what is going on in the particular area. So how to solve the problem with your available knowledge. So that kind of that way the curriculum must be developed. Special tutorials should be provided to the student to provide academic support so that they can attain better outcomes. So if it is required, a special tutorial, or you can say that in the form of lecture or videos or audios, may be provided to the student to enrich their knowledge. Better placement opportunities provided by institute such as DU, Pondicherry Universities, IITs, IIM, motivates the student, provides them opportunities, and reduces stress and tension. So nowadays, due to COVID-19, all the students are staying at the home. Therefore, they are facing a lot of stress, or they are in stress and tension because they are not attending any direct classes in the university or colleges. So that should be avoided in future period also. So high quality ODL, open distance learning, should be open. School of Open Learning offers some curriculum as applicable for regular students of Delhi University to ensure high quality education. Students of MCOM have same curriculum in the distance and regular mode. So normally what happened, uh, we used to frame syllabus, separate syllabus for the distance learning student and the direct students. But the maximum some of the universities, for example, the Delhi universities are having the same type of syllabus, whether it is a direct education or a distance education. There is no difference at all. So that kind of education system should be carried out. Next, strategic partnership between universities in India and abroad will be done to expand research collaborations. This will give exposure to scholars to learn new software tools and techniques to conduct research. So this area also we have to focus, because we are comparing our university system with our own university. We must compare our university system with the international level, and only we may evaluate our standard whether it is a good one or not. So next, coming to the same one, service conditions, institutional leadership, career progression, faculty empowerment, or some of the motivating aspect for faculty. So leadership quality, what kind of environment prevailing in the institution, very essential for the faculty member also. The higher education institution should be equipped with basic infrastructure and all facilities. We are lacking many facilities, for example, laboratory facilities, or you can say that library facilities and other kind of facilities, basic infrastructure, we are still lacking. The government is allocating very less amount in the higher education also. That is also one of the issues. But I hope that we hope that the ministry will allocate more fund for the research and development in the coming years. Need of trusting and empowering faculties will result in innovative research and teaching. You can say that not only developing the skill and other things for the student, but also it is required for the faculty and other technicians, those who are working in the laboratory and the university. We must provide, I can say that periodical training to develop their knowledge and skill. Then only we can, I can say that our faculty members fully equipped with knowledge and talent. Through that, we can say that they may find out new method or new techniques, or you can say that new product also that will be very much useful to our country, but also to the world. Disabled teacher-student ratio should be maintained, that is 30:1. But at present it is not there. But the international level they are maintaining well. So faculty should be empowered to make curriculum choices for their courses and pursue research with academic freedom. So you can say that very you are free to allow study any curriculum, or we can say that they may do research as any area. So that kind of environment flexibility must be needed in this area. And next, you can say that after introducing semester system in all discipline, flexibility is achieved in the curriculum. The right balance has been achieved between educational objectives and the market forces commercialization the education. Vidyapit helps in career counseling, soft skill development, and for the competitive examination also. So we have to develop that kind of curriculum that will be easily employ. If a graduate is coming from a colleges or university, that means they are very easily get an employment opportunity. That kind of curriculum or that kind of courses we have to develop. So next you can say that I am
Not
taking
moving.
the example of the slide is not moving.
Yes, sir. It's still in the eighth
Is
slide
Pondicherry
only.
University now? Pondicherry University now is showing?
Eighth.
No.
No, sir, no. It's in eighth slide, sir. Focus on
Pondicherry,
high quality liberal education.
Eighth slide.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. Oh. I have already reached 21. Some network issue. Now it's okay.
No, sir. It's loading.
No.
No, sir, no.
The problem network here, it is full network. Where is the problem? I don't know exactly.
Okay, sir, because here we have Wi-Fi, sir, so no issues.
And my house also, it is Wi-Fi, fully Wi-Fi.
Okay, okay.
1 minute. So what is the problem? Will identify. This also, this is a drawback of this. It's loading. Is it visible, sir, now?
No, sir, no, sir. No, sir. Once again, you want to share it.
1 minute, sir. Again, I am doing that one. Oh my God. So is it okay now?
Right, sir.
So benefits for student is there?
Yes, sir. Beneficial for students. Visible, sir.
Okay, sir. So following are the aspects which are the beneficial for the student. Multiple entry and exit for students. Credit bank will allow the student to get educated while learning. Universities will no longer be directed by UGC, which will add more autonomy for colleges to add a pedagogy and courses. Internalization of infrastructure to do research, that is also very essential. Efforts has been made for socio-economically disadvantaged group by opening up of institute in these areas. A positive impact for students by professional development of teachers, building their accountability through tenure track system and periodic performance appraisal. Whether the major modification institution is doing there, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
major,
Continue.
okay,
Flexibility for
major
students.
institution. Flexibility is over now. The major modification for institution is showing.
23 slide is visible, sir. 23 slide.
Oh, 22nd, na?
23rd, sir. 23rd. Continue.
23rd is showing modification.
No, sir. No. Only 23rd is showing. Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
Major modification.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So major institution like UGC, AICT, MCI, Medical Council of India, DCI, Dental Council of India, and INC, Indian Nursing Council, etc., will be merged with higher educational institution. You can say that Higher Education Commission of India. That is one of the area in which they are totally concentrating. And next, we can say that we'll move to another one. These top 10 universities showing on your screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So India has one of the largest higher education system in the world after China and the US and the US. Okay. So according to the World University Ranking 2021, launched by the Times Higher Education, which include more than 1,500 universities across 93 countries, depicts top universities on the basis of teaching, research, knowledge, transfer, and international outlook. In QS Higher Education System, Strength and Ranking 2018, India was ranked 26th in the world for the well-known quality of the education in engineering technology subject. In engineering technology subject only, we are in 26th world ranking. Besides science and technology specialists, some of the higher ranked comprehensive universities are University of Hyderabad, University of Delhi, University of Calcutta, and Jadavpur University. So these are the area universities are having some important rank also. So the top 10 universities are showing, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The top Indian universities according to the World Rank 2021, these are the IIC, Indian Institute of Science, IIT Roper, IIT Indore, Banaras Hindu University, Institute of Chemical Technology Mumbai, University of Delhi, Indian Institute of Science Education, Research Pune, Indian Institute of Science, same in Kolkata, IIT Gandhinagar, IIT Hyderabad. These are the topmost Indian institute in India. And we are going to next the top universities in the world: University of Oxford, Stanford University, Harvard University, California, University of Cambridge, University of California again, practically another one, Yale University, Princeton University, the University of Chicago. So these are the 10 universities are in the world level, and they are doing better in the commerce and management in science area also. So frequency of curriculum change. We are talking about the this item. Practicing educator, both administrator and classroom instructor must directly involved in successful curriculum revision process. So the curriculum process not only managed by the academician. It is required both the administrative side, the instructor, as well as the faculty member combinedly sitting together and develop the particular course. Next, the time frame for training and revision of procedure should be short duration, identifying, revising, and experiencing and reviewing the curriculum must be long term and periodic. So it is a duty of the particular uh, university system or institution must review the review process must be consistent for throughout the extended period of revision. Participant in the revision process should have access to continuous assistant, opportunity for frequent discussion, and periodic review throughout the process. This will increase the essential buy-in noted so often vital for effective curriculum reforms. So these are the things that are very, very essential. And this thing we have already discussed. Okay. And now I am coming to the frequency of I can say that the frequency of curriculum change. So that we have already discussed. So according to Mohan Lakshmanaraju, CEO of Great Learning, the push towards making all institutions multidisciplinary in an excellent step since today all aspects of business and society are complex and multidisciplinary in nature. According to KPMG, there are some benefits of higher education towards industry and commerce. Number one, you can say that more learner driven and learner centric replace institution and institution driven model we have to develop. Encouraging students to pursue higher education by giving them flexibility across the discipline that we have already discussed. Recommendation to coverage general and vocational education was long overdue from the perspective of increasing employment opportunity of students. So vocational training courses must be very, very essential. I can say that we have to develop the curriculum in such a manner that they may get an employment opportunity. This will remove the stigma of vocational education and ensure student focus on life skill from early stages. So there no need to wait after completion of the degree. They may get the employment opportunity at the earlier stage. That is very, very essential. Uh, so this is okay. That slide is okay. Requirement of company and the industry. According to Rajiv Tiwari, co-founder of Turbo Technologies, new policy will be replace conventional methods and focus on well-rounded learning like STEM education and providing greater exposure to technology. Conventional cramming based on learning environment would be replaced by project and practical based hand-on learning. So that is always we have to, according to this Rajiv Tiwari, we have to create any kind of courses that will be practical oriented. So according to Ramadas LG, the Vice President of Pearson India, multiple exit option in degree courses will be a boost to vocational qualification and practical knowledge, which is the need of the hour with changing time and globally. Okay, you can say that if you are studying, I can say that 3 years courses, if you want to exit after completion of the first year, that kind of option must be provided. Then you may get a certificate. Then after second year, you may get the diploma. After third year, you may get the degree. So like that kind of courses modification very, very essential. So according to Sumit Verma, CEO of a Copy Kitab, focus on content relevancy with technology would make education effective and accessible. Quality education upskilling would become more efficient. They will be better skill for their job and output. That is according to this Sumit Verma. I can say that a more effective one and easily accessible regarding the quality. There is no compromise on the quality. If you are compromising the quality in your curriculum, automatically no student will come forward. So one is quality, another one is employability, and if you have the good faculty member, automatically they will come towards your institution and organization. That will be attracted. Your name will be in the higher index. That is very, very essential. There is no compromise on the quality of the particular education or the syllabus. So next, you can say that modification required in the curriculum of commerce. So what are the area in which the modification is required? Reforming the international and Indian economic sector. That is very, very essential. So what is going on in the economic system that we have to modify that will be open. Already we opened in the 1991 globalization, okay, LPG era, but still the educational area we are lacking. That should be open. Emerging issues in commerce, global economy and management. We have to identify these are the what are the problem in commerce, what are the problem in the global economy, how to manage the particular management of a company, that we have to identify. Modifications. These are the area in which modifications are very, very essential. Strategies and challenges to control inflation. So this is also how to control the inflation of an economy. That is also very, very essential. That actually you have to modify the curriculum. The internalization of globalization of financial market in the world. Already the Indian markets are opened up for the world in foreign institutional investors. Still, some of the area it is lacking. Therefore, internalization of or globalization of financial markets is very, very essential. Role of foreign institutional investment and FDI, okay, foreign direct investment. Their role also very, very essential in the curriculum of the commerce and management syllabus. A role of IMF and World Bank. So, what is the role and role of IMF, International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank in modification of the existing curriculum? So, how can an industry or you can say that an organization may get loan very easily without following, or you can say that minimization of rules and regulation, or you can say that less procedure to get any kind of loan by any country from this World Bank or any other organization, funding organization. Government policies for acquisition and mergers, that is also a very important aspect. Nowadays, many banks are merged because of they are not in a position to run their banks and branches with profit. Therefore, they have messed with profitable banks and other organizations. That is also taken place. Import export of commerce, industry and trade. So these are the area in which we have to focus on our syllabus. Next, challenges in the current market with respect to international scenario. So what is going on at the local level? What is going on at the international level? If the problem is same in India, the same problem is in the outside the world. So what kind of modification, what kind of solution they found that will be applicable to here also. That is also a very important aspect we have to study. Changes in taxation system in India, for example, financial accounting, management accounting, cost accounting, and corporate accounting are related to taxation system. Okay, we have to modify these are the area in which we have to focus. So instead of four, we may come into one tax system. Changes in corporate law, company law, business law, Companies Act 1956 should be added timely. So we already introduced a new Companies Act 2013, but still we are following many old rules and regulations that should be modified at the frequent intervals. That is very, very essential. Change in auditing system in India also. We are following very old traditional system, but at the international level, they are following some other system that should be modified. Globally, we have to follow one auditing system that is good for all, because nowadays every world is a global village. All are doing business transaction. In anybody can do any kind of business at any area. Therefore, international level there will be a one auditing system. The new act introduced should be added to give clear picture to student, like new Farmers Act, GST, CA, NRC, etc. So these are the area in which we have to focus. Through that, we can say that the entire modification has been done with a fruitful manner. So with this juncture, I am closing my presentation. I convey my thankful to the University Authority and the institution for providing me an opportunity to discuss the matter with you. Once again, thank you very much to the organizer and the institute. Thank you.